So I just turned 33 last month, and I've been going through a bit of a transformation, a bit of a finding myself journey, and people just don't talk about it enough. So many people feel like they have to have it all figured out in their 30s. And let me just tell you, you do not. And most of us in our 30s still do not have it figured out. So many people think that you need to have a house and a 401k and kids and all of that kind of stuff done by the age of 30. And let me just tell you, in this day and age, it is just not possible anymore. Honestly, my 30s have been my favorite years of my life so far. I feel like my brain is finally fully developed and I can actually make decisions that make sense. I still mess up. I'm learning, I'm growing. But I feel like I'm just at a better place now where I can feel confident and make decisions based on where I want to be in my life. So this year I have decided I am going to be more disciplined. I have always really struggled with being self-disciplined and having a routine, setting a routine for myself. But I've also decided not to take life so seriously and to just let myself be fun and funny and weird and silly and just be whatever I want to be and not take life so seriously and just let my personality shine. I feel like there's kind of this expectation to kind of diminish that part of yourself of just, oops, I forgot something. It's like as we age, we're expected to just be serious and business oriented and just take life very seriously and be a certain way. But I have learned in my 30s so far that life is supposed to be fun. It is supposed to be enjoyable. It is supposed to make you laugh and make you cry and make you feel something. You're not supposed to just be so serious all the time and be in this hustle mode mentality. We're supposed to be having fun. I have also been going through a spiritual awakening or reawakening, I guess, because I went through something similar, a very intense spiritual awakening back in 2014-ish, and it was a lot. And back then I kind of awakened to the fact that I was an infinite spiritual being, a light being. I wasn't just a human, I am something so much more. I'm not just my human self, I am my soul. And I just had this intense awakening to that. And also to the fact that the government is not looking out for us. They are looking out for themselves, and that the billionaires and the big corporations kind of run everything. And it was kind of jarring when I awoke to that back then, because I was raised Southern Baptist. I grew up in Kentucky. I was raised in a tiny little Southern Baptist church and learned that I was going to go to hell if I didn't go to church and if I didn't do a certain thing and if I wasn't da-da-da, and there would be fire and brimstone and God would literally strike me down. And I always thought that was absolutely just insane, and it just never resonated within me. So back then when I had my spiritual awakening, I was learning about so many different things. There were a few books that really just I started reading and learning things about, but I really started diving into the idea of plant medicine and psychedelic experiences and that type of thing. And that was kind of the beginning of it. I was a teenager at the time, and that was something that I had done and had learned through that. It kind of awakened me, and I feel a lot of it, that is actually how a lot of people awaken, is with plant medicine or psychedelics. So I kind of woke up to all of this, and then it seemed like I went through a bit of a spiritual void for a few years, maybe even 10 years. I don't know the exacts, but I know for many years I was in a spiritual void where I just wasn't I just couldn't feel I didn't feel connected like I did before. When I awakened before, I was literally out there hugging trees, and I had started hula hooping, and so I would go out and hula hoop and talk to the plants and talk to the animals, and just I was the tree hugging hippie. That was that was me. But with the state of the world right now, I am feeling the call to reawaken and to find myself and be fully rooted in the earth and be fully rooted in my truth and who I am and what I believe in. I feel like through the spiritual journey and like as you start to awaken and learn things about the world, about yourself, I feel like you start to like want to change different aspects of your life, whether that be like your routine or, maybe you start meditating, maybe you start praying, like whatever it is, I feel like we are like called to change something about ourselves that helps us to grow spiritually. So that's what I have been going through lately. I've just been trying to figure out how to kind of like set a routine that aligns with the path that I want to be on and the type of person that I want to become. So I want to share a few things that you can do to just kind of help with that process of awakening and finding yourself and figuring out who you are. So I'm at the end of my makeup, but I have to put my lip stuff on, so I'm going to do that and then I'm going to tell you. By the way, this is Nude by Satyuri. So good. The first thing that I recommend starting is a meditation practice. And it is hard because look, I have ADHD and my mind just like goes a mile a minute, especially in meditation. But the more that I've done it and the more that I sit down and just try to quiet my mind, the more that I feel better internally and in here, and I feel more energized and I feel more mindful and I just feel better. Meditation has been proven to regulate your nervous system, and I feel like we're constantly so conscious all day and we're just doing this and doing that, and then we're on our phones, and then we just don't have any time to just sit and be quiet and just be present and be mindful and be with ourselves. So meditation has helped me in so many ways. Another thing that I've started doing that I've noticed has really helped my entire mindset for the day is gratitude affirmations. And in the morning when I'm getting ready, like right now I'm getting ready, doing my makeup, if I wasn't making this video, I would have affirmations on my phone playing, and I would either be saying them in my head or repeating them out loud, and it just kind of changes my entire outlook for the day. And then I feel a lot happier. I feel a lot more in tune with myself, and I just feel a lot more grateful. It is true that affirmations can absolutely change your mindset. Like, so true. And of course, I'm running out of time, but I'm going to have to make this a series where I talk to you guys about this because I am going through a very big transformation in my life. I'm in my 30s, I'm single, I have no kids, and I am finding myself. I'm rediscovering the woman within me and finding out who I am. And I feel like so many of us are going through this right now, and we're also going through this massive awakening on the planet. And I know so many of you feel the call to go within and manifest and to just spread love and light in the world. And these are things that can help you do that. But changing my routine and getting myself ready for the day, feeling confident, meditating, saying affirmations, and consuming content that is actually good for your soul and helps you learn, that has helped me immensely. So I'm definitely going to have to make this a series because I literally have so much I could say about this topic, but there are 2 books that have helped me when it comes to learning about myself, finding myself, and my spiritual journey. This is for shadow work. This is tough, but it is worth it. And this is for manifesting miracles and everything that you desire.